I'm Kimball Chen. I'm from everywhere. I'm Chinese, Asian, I'm American, I'm Italian. I have great experience with the LPG industry worldwide. What I want to tell you is that even in this time of digital life, face-to-face meetings between people who want to see how to collaborate, face-to-face meetings are very important. LPG Week is about creating personal relationships which can transform business contact into reality and action. I've been involved in the energy sector for 50 years. I started my work in the energy sector in 1973. My perspective is that obviously energy is important for society, and that also decarbonization as part of preserving the planet for humanity and for the continuation of business and life, decarbonization is necessary. So the question is, how to decarbonize? How much does it cost? How quickly can it be done? What are the different ways to decarbonize? LPG, to me, after much study, I have decided LPG to me is a very important part of the transformation of the energy system of yesterday and today into the energy system we need in the future. And I hope that the whole LPG industry and my participation in it can convince government, civil society, all stakeholders that there is an important role in coming decades for LPG. The role of government in life is that of partnership with the citizens of the country of the government, and also the cooperation with other countries, their governments and their people. Governments have to make policy. They decide the rules which allow people to build, to do business, to live, to survive, to do well. Without rules, we are a mess. Governments have to allocate money. Which sectors, which activities get money and get support from the government? These are very important choices for governments and their voters to make. However, for governments and for society to make decisions that will benefit their country in the future, there has to be education. There has to be objective study of all the factors that go into the ecosystem of an economy and a culture. That means governments have to understand the right questions, and they have to understand how to study and search for the answers. Similarly, citizens have to be open to education and communication in order for them to be able to interact with the government to arrive together at the solutions which will be the long-term solutions that are appropriate for the country. So evidence, science, communication, transparency, all of these are necessary between all the stakeholders in order for governments to do their share, which is very important. Make the rules and allocate the money for things to happen. I think that it is possible that LPG will still have a very big role in the world. And the reason I think that is because we have no way of knowing for sure what technology could replace the energy systems that we have now. For example, if tomorrow there was a small nuclear reactor the size of my fist, and it was completely safe, and it was cheap, that would change everything. You wouldn't need gasoline. You wouldn't need diesel. You wouldn't need big wind turbines. It would change everything. But the fact is, we don't have a safe nuclear reactor this size, which is cheap. So in the meantime, we have to see what is the best way to transition towards a greener, more sustainable system that is economically feasible, that it's possible. We all know that batteries are very expensive, that the minerals which are used for the electrical economy are in short supply. We all know that it will take time to build and invest in all this. We know it's very expensive. What can we do to make changes, reduce emissions, and meanwhile have the time and the space to find better and better completely green solutions? So I urge all people to look at the evidence and understand that you can't have a revolution. You have to have an evolution. It will take time. We don't know how much. So try to make the best decisions that will solve incrementally the need for decarbonization, more efficiency, affordability, consumer happiness, and government cooperation between countries, because this is an international problem.